Dr. Algo, but I can't do it alone. I was sent here by the Galactic Federation of Time Travelers to remind you of your time travel mission and to put an end to the machine once and for all.
Greetings, fellow time travelers. Happy Tuesday night. My name is MISCHO, and welcome to Tuesday Night Live with MISCHO. What is going on? Let's see if we got the guitar sounds going. Let's see if they work. Trying out new guitar tones. All right, it works. Okay, so we got different accounts. Let's see. Good evening. Who has... Hello, Robbie. Hello, is that Vladimir? Who's on the ROG YouTube account? Billy Dewar. Oh, Billy Dewar is Vladimir. I like it. May I ask you why your name is Vladimir? So nice to have you, fellow time travelers. How's life going? How's life going on a Tuesday night? Hello, Juliana Corman, a.k.a. Sweet Yule. I broke a string in studio, and I haven't changed it yet, so I'm missing the second string of my guitar. So why the future is awesome? I'm telling you, it's only going to get more awesome. It can't get worse, fellow time travelers. That's just the way it goes. How's the sound on the stream tonight? How's the latency? Things looking good? Things feeling good? What is going on in your world? What is going on today? Last week was a pretty interesting live, because last week I just deep dove. I explained my view of the world. I explained how I think it all works. And that's a fun thing to do. I never really say it out loud. I hide it behind the art. And I think that's the purpose of art, is to say what you believe, but through storytelling. MISCHO is an artist from Earth 2137. What does that mean? Will you ever find out? What is Earth 2137? So, fellow time travelers, why is the future awesome? Same reason why Bitcoin is going to go to 1 million. Don't know how or when, but it's going to happen because it only makes sense. It only makes sense. What are your views, fellow time travelers, on the future? Where do you think the world is headed? I think we live in a funny world. I think we have a lot of cool technology, but we're still pretty much primitive. But in a good way. It means there's a lot of upside potential here. A lot of upside. It's easy to say that nothing makes sense. It's easy to say that the world's upside down. But I'd say that we're like close to the time before the invention of the wheel. That is similar to the time that we're living in now. Sure, we can stream, we can make music, and we can order food on our phones, but there's so much more coming, fellow time travelers. That's what the Galactic Federation is all about, is about having a hopeful idea of what the future entails. Because if you watch the news or you watch stuff that everybody else is watching, it's easy to believe that we're going backwards, the world's going to explode, and it'll all be over. But I believe that every human being is a projector and projects the reality, projects the simulation based on its belief system. And most of our belief system is programmed from what we watch, what we hear, our parents, our friends. And if everyone's just, if everyone thinks you can't cross the road because you're not allowed to cross the road, and if everyone believes that, no one will be crossing the road. But if you just cross the road, just show everyone, hey, look, you can cross the road. Do you know what I mean? So let's see here. So Billy Dewar got a job as a game dev studio starting November 1st. No, at a game dev studio. So Billy Dewar, tell us more. What does that mean? Are you going to be developing video games? What is it that you do, Billy Dewar? All this talent pool in the Galactic Federation? Let me see what jamming Let's see. No. I'm just messing around here on the guitar, but let's get real talk. Let's get real. What's going on? I am getting ready for a move, actually. This is the neatest room in the house right now because we are moving. We are moving on Monday. So all of our stuff is pretty much in boxes. We're pretty much, my brother, Eula, and I are living in a pretty much a weird vibe house because everything's packed up. There's boxes everywhere. There's no picture frames on the wall. There's no personality on the wall. Everything's in limbo. So Monday, we're actually moving. The movers come Monday on Halloween. The same time that something else comes out on Monday. A song, a new single called Your Vibration comes out on Monday, fellow time travelers. I said I like to choose dates for songs that are kind of I don't know, have some kind of meaning. I think It'll Work Out or It's a Vibe came out April 8th. That's Eula's birthday. I could have released a song October 25th, 26th, but I'm like, Halloween's right around the corner, so why not release, Your Vibration on Halloween? And then I was like, what's a month after Halloween? It's November 31st, which is weird. Oh, wow, check it out. A new dating app for all tastes and ages. 69 Girls XYZ. That looks pretty good. Be sure to check that one out, fellow time travelers. So yeah, Christmas in Space is a song that comes out every Christmas for the last 3 years. So I'm not going to be putting out a single, I believe, at the end of November because Christmas is happening then. So I'll be pumping Christmas in Space big time. Big time. But for now, it's Your Vibration. I think the next single after that, and maybe we're looking at a January 1st album, 2023, the new album comes out. That's what I might be setting up, fellow time travelers. That's how it might look. So I got the job at a game dev studio. Let's see. I will be returning to the game studio that offered me work when I lost one because of recent events. Fair enough. Wow, a bot on the stream. Now that's a sign of up. Yeah, you know what? A bot on the stream means that, our consistency is paying off, fellow time travelers. The vibes are expanding. And, if there's viruses coming on, bots, it means that there's someone here. It means there's an audience. It means we're saying something. It means that what we're saying matters. So has anyone been catching up with Kanye West? And Rabbi, I'm excited for Your Vibration as well. And if you hang out a little bit, this won't be a long stream today. It's just to say what up. My name is MISCHO. I make the rock and roll music, or the music. I don't know if it's rock and roll, but fuck it, doesn't matter. Just want to pop on here on Tuesdays and see what's going on. So, anybody been following the Kanye West saga? The guy is all over the place. He is a content machine. So, what are your thoughts? He just yesterday was released, not released. Lex Friedman posted his 2.5 hour podcast with Kanye. I did not watch it yet. I saw some clips. And honestly, just from the clips, it was hard to watch. It feels extremely negative. Like, despite the points that are being discussed, it seems like Kanye wants to fight. It seems like he wants to battle no matter what. And it's just ugly to watch. Like, I don't want to watch it. I love watching Lex Friedman because there's always such positivity, such great ideas. Even when there's debate, it's really productive debate. And I can't judge the Kanye one. I just saw a couple of clips. But man, one thing for sure about Kanye is that he is a master of gaining attention. So let's say everything he's saying, you could think it's ridiculous. You could think it's not ridiculous. but he's making noise. And if he really wanted to break up with Adidas, he's now made it uncomfortable for Adidas, and they finally did it. So he got what he wanted, for sure. He wanted the independence. He wanted to break off from that. Okay, we got to get a moderator in here. There's too many bots. But I'm not sure if Kanye is a genius or if Kanye is completely unself-aware. Oh, let's see if I can ban. Can I? Let's see. So I don't know if, I spoke about this with Trin. I don't know if Kanye is a genius. I don't know if he lacks complete self-awareness. Or I don't know if he's in on it, if he's just playing the game at a really high level. I guess that kind of goes with genius. But either way, every great artist is a master of gaining attention. Because the more attention you gain, the more eyes and ears you get to the products that you're selling or the music you're making. So he's saying obviously a lot of points that upset a lot of people. But I'm curious, what's going on beneath there? What? We'll never really know. But it's always interesting to see. Whenever he comes out, and it seems like every couple of years he's got big stuff to say. Maybe last time it was around some kind of release. Maybe this time he wants to get away from Adidas, start his own company, and build I don't know. But I'm just really not even that interested, to be honest with you. I'm really not that interested. So, okay. I try to stay away from that man's energy because even though he looks like he is spiritual, he's giving the energy like he's working for the devil. He's just a man who lost his battles with his own ego. Rabbi, I think you have a lot of wisdom there. Because the way I like to see the world is, if you're constantly fighting and you're constantly making people argue amongst each other, or you're bringing dis-ease to people, you're part of the problem. And if he's so aware of himself and so aware of how the system works, but all he's doing is increasing fear and increasing conflict and creating rage within the consciousness, is he contributing to his own cause, or is he contributing to everything that he hates? So I don't know. He's a conundrum to me, but I think the number one thing is just seeing him talk. Just seeing him talk vibes me out. So maybe that's maybe that's what it is at the end of the day. If he vibes you out, he vibes you out. It's not even what he says; it's how he says it. It's the whole. He's very defensive, very aggressive. Whatever, man. He's made some great stuff. He's worth a couple bill, I think. Maybe not anymore. Whatever it is. Either he's playing the game at a supremely high level or he has no idea what he's doing. But either way, it's interesting because you don't know what. You don't know what the hell's going on. But like I said, I agree with Robbie and Sweet Yule on that one. On that one, for sure. So, should I give you guys a little tease of your vibration that comes out, I believe it's next Monday. Ego is a killer of an aware consciousness. Yeah, his ego seems to be out of check. He seems to be, I don't know. Ego is the downfall of us all. Like, we need some ego, but we have to be aware of our ego. I don't know. Effie Kalita, thanks for joining. Thanks for joining on this here Tuesday Night Live. We're currently discussing the Kanye West saga, and not whether we agree with the points of this, that. It's more about the vibe thing. The ego just seems counter to what his beliefs are. It's like he can't get out of his own way. He is, at the end of the day, his own worst enemy. But hey, it is what it is. So I've got this guitar here. I'm missing one string. I've got this. Let's see what I can do with one string. What's the chords? So did you guys listen to Blink-182 like I recommended? You know, all the small things. What's my age again? To be fair, I thought that everyone in here, because I was inspired by Blink, knew who Blink 182 was, and it was amazing that most of you didn't even know who the hell they were or didn't recognize their songs. That's crazy to me. People listen to this music, follow him. He hits big bucks. Thank you, Billy Dewar. Maybe Billy Dewar is going to get a time travel avatar soon. He's been putting in the work, that's for sure. Putting in the work. So, okay, next Monday, we have got Your Vibration, fellow time travelers. Let me pull it up here. Your Vibration. Oh, I even have a Pisty Girl instrumental. So Pisty Girl is a song about my cat. I have the vocals if you want to hear. Check this out. Here's a little taste.
I love you so much. In the morning, I love you so much, baby.
Check this out, verse.
You wake me up. In the morning at 5:30, but I don't give a fuck. 'Cause I'm your dad and you're my baby girl. Oh, Pisty girl. I love you so much, baby. You're my whole world. I love you so much, baby. I love you so much, baby. I love you so much, baby. You wake me up in the morning at 5:30, but I don't give a fuck. 'Cause I'm your dad and you're my baby girl. Oh, Pisty girl.
Okay. First homework I did in years. Well, thank you, Robin RS, for listening to Blink. So you actually have a remix of Adam's song. Very cool. I love Adam's song. That's such a great song. And Billy Dewar, thanks again. I really feel great. You know, I've been doing this move. My mind hasn't really been focused on the GFTT and the brand, and I still been recording music, but the music has the move has taken a little bit of the tires, the air out of my tires. But I'm very excited about what's to come because I fucking love this new music that I'm making. And so I'm going to put out the album, get rid of all those tracks that have been lingering for a long time. And I can't wait to get the time travel suit back on. I can't wait to just start on the lore, work with you guys to make the GFTT a huge thing. It's really going to be amazing. I'm very pumped about it. Okay, so Your Vibration. Let's see what we got here. Oh, yeah. And one more thing. So that was Pisty Girl vocals. No, that's not the right one. Let me pull it up. Pisty Girl instrumental. This is a high quality audio. This is the vibe of Pisty Girl. All right, so I listen to, let's see what Robbie says. We got to make some of this songs trendy on TikTok or something. Yes, any ideas that you guys can recommend or, do to get the music out there. I truly think it's a very simple business model. I was talking about this with Eula today, and I was talking about this with Trin the other day. He actually brought something to my attention that was very interesting. The UFC only blew up after the show, I believe it was called The Ultimate Fighter, came out. Once The Ultimate Fighter happened, it allowed the audience to create a relationship with the people and then to care about the sport. Formula One, same thing. Formula One has always been big all over the world. But never really did much in America. Drive to Survive came out on Netflix that highlighted, the dramas. Yeah, sure, they turn up the drama a little bit, but it allowed audiences to fall in love with the characters. And now F1 is growing at a massive rate. So I see the same for the GFDT or MISCHO music. It's not the music, it's not the quality of the music that's going to make it explode. Sure, that's very important, but it's the characters. It's the characters that are the most important. Who are the characters? Me, Sweet Yule, members of the GFTT. These are the characters. These are the stories. Blink-182 exploded because they were such amazing electric personalities. Same with Oasis. Yeah, they were crazy. Honestly, same with Kanye. An electric, wild energy. So, Billy Dewar says, if only I was able to make non-cringy TikToks. I think part of making TikToks is cringy, but here, we've got some. Jeffrey Braille says, the future looks bleak. We have never had so many conflicts at once worldwide. Well, we've never been so connected worldwide, and I choose to find I choose to use my positive conspiracy theories to keep myself out of believing that there is hopelessness in the world. When we believe that there's no hope, when we believe constantly what the news or the machine, like I like to call it, dictates to us as a storyline, because just like Formula One, just like Blink-182, just like The Ultimate Fighter, humans only act when they are motivated by stories. The news is stories. If you don't watch the news really, and you just go outside, despite where you are in the world, because there are certain parts of the world in the thick of it, and that's really a disaster. But the news shouldn't be able to dictate what we think is going on. That's how we lose. Yeah, that's definitely how we lose. Like, I don't want to get too heavy in this, but I really think that the future, look, worst case scenario, nuclear war, we're all dead anyway. Who gives a shit? It's over. Doesn't matter. I wouldn't worry about, like, the bombs go off. Okay, the zombie apocalypse. I don't care. It's over. So the worst case scenario, it's like, it's over. But what's the best case scenario? I see we're a primitive race. Humanity now is equivalent to Earth before the wheel was invented. The system that we use for the economy is the best it's ever been, but it's archaic. The vibe economy, I'm telling you, the vibe economy, I don't know if it's 5 years, 10 years, 50 years, 100 years, the vibe economy will show, and this is my hypothesis, mark my words, fellow time travelers, that once profitability and human vibration, what's human vibration? Human vibration is reduced stress levels, lower stress, higher vibe. Human vibration is actual human health, not medication. Self-awareness, mental awareness, all these good things. When it starts to prove that a person can be measurably healthier and more productive and produce more money and create more things in the world for the economy, it's going to create a competitive advantage. It's going to start with a company first. A company is going to embrace these metrics within their own company. And if it works, they're going to become so profitable so fast that it's going to become the new common denominator of competitiveness. If you don't apply this method, it's going to be, you're losing out. So it'll start small. It'll start on the individual basis. It'll start on a small company basis, bigger business cases, and then country basis, and then everything just change. Imagine, it's really wild, but we live really in a lower vibe, younger civilization kind of world, but we're emerging out of it. I really think we're emerging out of it. I choose to believe that the world, you're only going to have to work in the future because you want to do what you like to do. It's really going to be awesome, and I truly believe that it will be awesome. Robbie says, we have to use some ideas of the machine to hack it. Exactly. You can't change the machine. You have to offer, because at the end of the day, the machine uses quarterly reports to ensure shareholder security or profitability. And there's a lot of people like Kanye yelling and screaming that the system's shit. It's not going to change like that. You're just stressing people out. But bringing some kind of, like, there are really intelligent people who are going to bring a lot of productive ideas that help the soul and health of the person, which, you know, you take people who are vibing high and feeling good, and you put them together in the room, and they're creating ideas and they're creating business concepts. They're not thinking of predatory business practices. They're not trying to bankrupt people. They're not trying to steal. They're trying to really create collectively better things. Bitcoin's an example of that. But it's coming. There's more and more of these. Like the human consciousness, or the human organism is outputting more and more big thinkers, more and more big ideas. More countries are getting connected. So perhaps what we're seeing now is the old world that is being threatened. You know, like what we're seeing potentially is like the world as we know it now is a taxi, and Uber is coming. And obviously the taxis are going to fight Uber. They're going to do it. They're going to fight, and they're going to, you know, they control the media, and they're going to tell us things to scare us and dissuade us and think the world is worse than it's ever been, when in almost every fucking possible metric, the world is better. So obviously that's where we are in time. Things are moving so fast and so good that we are going to live an amazing future. But we have to believe that. If we just believe that, you know, you watch the news and then that tells you what the belief is, it's not it, man. It's not it. So Robbie says, RS, imagine having TikTok. I do have TikTok. I have TikTok, and I was doing all my future predictions on there. And then I was like, oh, how is this connecting to my music? And obviously, naturally, I was thinking about it too much, and I was fucking around. What a waste of time. But I'm going to go back to TikTok because it's the only way to build that relationship in the most diluted form. At the end of the day, people connect with real people saying real things. So, like, once you start using TikTok and you start following things that you're interested in, let's say for me, music production or marketing tips or this and that, it becomes a very productive place. But if it's just like, you know, girls bouncing around or weird dances, sure, that's the very superficial side of TikTok, but I think there's a lot of value there. And I think if you have a fun little personality, it's a great way to test, you know, to do market testing, to see what reacts well, and then it can lead them to your YouTube channel or whatever channel. It's optimized for growth, and it rewards the creator for good, consistent work. You know, I don't post on TikTok, but we can try some things to use the machine on our behalf. Yeah, like the machine is for everybody. The machine is for everybody. So RS, as I like to put it, something great isn't forged by hitting with a sponge. Something great is forged by heating it and applying raw force. If one wants to grow, people will try to get you down. Of course. Every organism has natural defenses in it. As soon as like the cells got to a certain size, they started, or insects or whatever it was, they started to develop like weapons. Like they literally evolved weapons and defense mechanisms to battle each other. These tiny little microscopic things. We're no different. Matt Gareth, how you doing? So once we realize this, yes, we are a primitive organism that is going from the third dimension to the fifth dimension. It's going to be an ugly process. Not everyone's at the same place, but I think that I think we lose if we feel like the overlords of the world are absolutely in it for the wrong reasons and going to kill us. Or they're in it for purely evil stuff. Like we're like you watch Game of Thrones, right? We're like the people on the outside of the castle. If we're outside in the castle, like what do they know in Game of Thrones? Nothing. The people inside the room in the castle at the main table are conjuring up all these ideas and stories and this and that to tell the people for them to buy into stuff. We're just on the outside guessing. But I believe that there's a chance that perhaps, this is my positive conspiracy theory, that things that they're doing might make sense. Who knows? Who doesn't know? Obviously, the people who do have the money and control want to dissuade any changes from affecting their personal income. I get it. But they're getting older. The new generation is coming. And, you know, scientific advancements only happen like every 50 years or every generation because the current science or the current scientists' ideologies. They literally have to die for the young people to be able to put out the new stuff. So it takes time. It takes time. Thanks, guys. Hope you enjoy the rest of the live. Thank you. Just popped in to say hi. Need to go to bed now. Start my final exams tomorrow. Good luck, Matt. Good luck. So Nikola Mitrovic says, hey, bro, I recently heard about your songs and I can say I listen to them every day at work. Keep up the great work, bro. Nikola, thank you very much. Really appreciate that. That's very cool of you to say. That is great vibes. That is excellent vibes. So thank you very much. And yeah, feel free to join the Discord. I saw in the, let's see. Oh, excellent. Thank you. And Robbie, you are the best. Thank you very much. And Robbie, I saw some comments of you in the staff discussions. So we'll get back to that at a later time, but we'll discuss how I can do a better job on the Discord as well. But we know very little, and I choose to believe that there's way more positive coming than negative. Hello? Oh, someone just called me downstairs because there's a lot of people in this house now because we're getting ready for that move. We're getting ready for that move. So, your vibration. You guys want to hear it, or you want to hear an early version? This is going to blow your minds a little. So, your vibration is the song coming out next Monday. So, I can play you the version without live drums on it before the mix. Well, I don't want to waste it for you. Check out the difference now. Wow, look at that low end.
Hey, what's your name? Have you been here before? I'm kinda new. Think I can get a tour. I won't dim your vibration. I dig your vibration. It's been a while. I thought about this place. I always knew it was this or outer space. I won't dim your vibration. I dig your vibration. I won't let you get away. So glad I found you. I won't dim your vibration. I dig your vibration.
So that is your vibration. There's a really cool bridge in it, and it does something pretty fun in the second half of the song, so I'm not going to ruin it. You got to wait for something, fellow time travelers. But I'm pretty excited about it. Pretty excited about it. And I like to think of Back to the Future is awesome, and back to not buying into this is the vibe we all need. Damn. Nicola, yes. Thank you for saying that. I wasn't entirely sure because this is not a song lyrically that is like has a very specific message. Like, sure, it says, I won't dim your vibration over and over and over and over. But it's a vibe, you know? Like, I feel like a song should have a thesis or like a purpose. So this one, I'm like, I know it's catchy and I know it feels good, but I don't know anything else. It's a very open-ended, like very free spirit kind of song. RS says, can't wait for next Monday because I feel the need, like I need to listen to that song on repeat. It is a repeater. Look, I only try to write songs that are repeaters. And every song that I write is like, it's like the last song I ever wrote. Before it goes to mix, like there's like a million different little tweaks that I make and changes and this, that. Like I'm obsessed. When I'm recording, I literally don't think about anything else. I could be in the studio 1 or 2 days a week and I fucking don't care about anything else. Like we could have this move going on this. I just don't care. Like I only care about the song. And I think that you guys can feel it every time I put out a song. So at the end of the day, whether it's Kanye or the news or some new law or whatever it is, think about how it affects your day, like right now. If it's something that's out of your control and you focus on it and it's affecting your happiness and it's really going to change nothing in your life, thinking about it and arguing about it and stressing about it is literally dimming your vibration. The song Your Vibration literally says, I will not dim your vibration. So while Kanye is, talking about who controls the world and who's evil and who's not and this and that, he's contributing to a dimming of vibration. There are no winners when someone is watching that interview, at least the portion that I saw, but I saw other ones. And at the end of the day, he's doing nothing different than creating fear. He's doing what the news is doing. I think that's why they let him speak, is because he's contributing. And sure, I use Dr. Algo, the villain, in my GFTT world, in our GFTT world of Earth 2137. Dr. Algo is the one plotting behind the scenes to keep fear down so consumption and consumerism keeps going up. Because the more stressed you are, the more compressed you are, the more you spend. The scarier we are, the more we spend. The more relaxed we are, the more we can say, hey, I don't need that, But you keep the consciousness. That's what they talk about, the reptilians. The reptilians are, the conspiracy about the lizard people, how they're harvesting our energy in another dimension. They're harvesting our dark energy, our stress energy to power their fleet or whatever it is. Something like that. I love that concept because all we got to focus on is the things that are directly in our, this is how I like to think, is focusing on the things that are directly in my vicinity. Like, how can I be a positive impact on Sweet Yule? How can I be a positive impact on my mom? How can I bring a smile to the people at the coffee shop? These things carry weight. These things push. But if for everyone I talk to say, oh, did you see what the news, you hear about this thing and this stupid thing and that thing, I'm dimming vibration. So fellow time travelers, the whole thing is like, don't dim vibration. How can we find the positive and make a little smile happen? The smile goes a long way. And I truly believe that the positive charge of a good vibration has higher value. It has higher 5D value than the low charge of a dimmed vibration. Does that make sense, fellow time travelers? So Nicola says, my personal favorite is It'll Work Out. It'll Work Out I really love that song because it's a whole other vibe. It has very positive meaning. I don't know how it'll work out, but it'll work out. But with a very moody musical track. Like the music is very, very moody. It's got that Where's My Mind vibes. A lot of people in the comments of the ads said that. But it's just a chord progression. But I believe the message is hopeful. And that's why people are clicking it. That's why people like it. That's why people are saving it. It's doing really well. It might have hit 100,000 streams today, actually. Let's check it out. Let's check it out, fellow time travelers. Let's see. Internet very slow today in my house. I don't know why that is. Maybe because I'm eating it up here on this live stream. Little stuffed up. Okay. Elise says, here we go. We're going to find out. Nicola, did we hit 100,000? It'll work out. Here we go. $99,966. Come on. I thought that was that yesterday. Come on. It had to have hit 100. If not, it'll hit it tomorrow. But that is great. I love that song. No, that's what it is. 100,000. 99,966. So, fellow time travelers, I have to go rent a car. And there was a kerfuffle at the car rental place a little earlier. So I just said, you know what, I'll leave and maybe it'll work itself out later. And I didn't know how, but it'll work out. And it did. So I'm going to go with Sweet Yule. And we're going to go figure out this car rental thing. But I think it'll all work out. And next Tuesday might be tough for a live stream. Maybe I'll just do it from my phone. Maybe I'll do it from my phone. Who knows? Because we're moving date is October 31st is the day your vibration comes out. So I'll be in the Discord this week. I'll come in. I'll say what up. You guys are I've really taken it to a whole other level. You guys are really having fun in there. And it's very, very cool. I love what's going on. I love how much you guys are talking to each other. And it's one thing like I have to learn. Like I'm not the all-knowing. I'm really not. And I don't want to pretend like I'm the all-knowing. Yeah, I'm 35. Seen some shit. But I'm always learning. And there's one thing I need to let go of is control. Like I always want to curate everything, control it, control the look, this, that. But the most successful people that I've seen, they just learn to surf. They don't know where the waves are going to go and then plan it. They just learn to surf on the way. So I love that you guys are just taking the Discord and making it your own. That's really great. But I will be providing more value for you guys. More time travel stories, more good fun, more craziness. You know, in 1 year from now, I see the clothing line. In 1 year from now, I see the first mega live show. I'm feeling a lot of great stuff, fellow time travelers. You guys are awesome. So, on that note, thank you for hanging out on this here Tuesday Night Live. Thank you for being cool. And we will see each other in the Discord and next week. And I'll be more active on Instagram at MISCHO, where you see me and Sweet Yule behind the scenes. And Sweet Yule is my sweet mule. She is my sweet mule, my little Sweet Yule. All right, guys, have a good one. Stay positive. Remember, if you're worrying, if something's dimming your vibration, probably should just let it go. Probably just let it go. I feel I'm only 21. So Billy Dewar just said, I feel you. I'm only 21. I still feel the need to control everything. I think once we can embrace like the chaos and we can embrace that we can't pre-control everything. We just have to learn to go with the flow. Like really, that's when life can start happening. And I've been doing that the last couple of days and I feel like I'm ripping. So control is like a lower chakra energy that prevents us. It's like a lower vibe thing. RS, thanks so much. You are awesome. Robbie, you're awesome. Billy, awesome. Nicola, cheers. Thank you for joining. Really awesome.